All right. Hey guys, look, it looks like I'm dolo solo because I got brothers that's not dependable. And you see me, I'm out here driving and I'm hosting the show. But hey, look, the champ is here. I had to represent. It's football season. I kicked their butts last year. I'm going to kick it again. The champ is here. We got a crazy show for y'all today. Look, we're going to be talking about some crazy, crazy topics. I suggest you get your popcorn, get you something to drink, because it's about to go down, man. Like I said, I'm here by myself right now. But hopefully one of these nuts will join us because oh, look at here. We got Black Ike here. But while he's loading, we're gonna hit you and we'll be right back. He should be on once we get back.
Hey, the 3200, you know how we connect. 3200 Magnolia was the address. Beaumont, Texas, had to do it like that. Wanna welcome everybody to the podcast. Plenty stories that we gotta explore. From the views of husbands, fathers, entrepreneurs, baby fathers and workers. I know this though for certain. You gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. 3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. Hey, yeah, make sure that you turn it up. Get the talking, ain't no topic that we do not discuss. Yeah, everything and nothing at the same time. Good vibes, tune in, cause you know it's going down. 3200.
All right. Welcome back, guys. I've been here. I've been here like that sign, 30 Magnolia and Pine. But these guys, they just come whenever they want to. Mr. Consistent allegedly is not here today. That's Leo. He's supposed to be consistent, Mr. 20 years in the military, but can't make it. And then Chris act like he coaching something. He ain't doing a goddamn thing. Probably he's just being yellow, probably talking to somebody, child mama. But what's going on?
Hey man, welcome to the show, man. Everything was going good till it started, and then AT&T said, "No, not today."
We made it back. Just fine, man. For now,
yeah, I do have Eb. I got my wife with me today. She was on the video, and then she said she just wants to be a voice today. So if you hear a voice coming in the background, that's not God. That's not God. That's just Ebony. Oh, okay. She come on for a second. Oh man. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the show, man. We're gonna be talking about some things today, man. Football season start today. We might jump into a little bit of football. We've got a couple big games coming on this week. Big game today, Baltimore and Kansas City, man. Who you taking on that game?
I'm going Ravens, man.
I'm with you, man. I think they kind of upset with Kansas City after they knocked them out the playoffs. I think they're gonna do it big tonight. But I guess you want to start with the topic, or you want to do some more little side talking?
We can do the side first because that major topic is crazy.
Okay.
All the topics are crazy, really. All the topics are great.
Hey man, I don't know. You see the trending one of the trending Twitters that's been going on there that I've seen is it said, which one would make her stay the most there? Jodeci, stay, or Blackstreet, don't leave, man. Ebony's on there. Who you picking, Eb, and why?
Jodeci, stay. I don't know. It's just a better song.
Hey, let us know in the comments who you got, man. Jodeci, stay versus Blackstreet, don't leave. Jonathan, man, who you picking in that, man?
Well, the wife picked the same one. She didn't say what she picked, but that's the song she was singing. But that, she wasn't really singing the Blackstreet. To me, I think it's more of an era thing. If you early '90s, it's gonna be Jodeci. If you late '90s, it's Blackstreet.
Yeah.
Uh, Personally, I picked something else outside. I picked On Bended Knee by Boyz II Men. I ain't picked either. But
I'm
if
down on my knee.
out of those two, yeah, that was a tough one, man, because both of them got the radio play.
Yeah, yeah.
The radio play, but you
Dude, I
can't.
want to. Go ahead.
Nah, but you can't resist the KC and JoJo, man.
Yeah, it's. I really wanted to play devil's advocate, man, but it's so hard, man. That song is so good. But
Yeah,
I would say the Blackstreet Don't Leave, man. It's kind of crazy, dude. Like I think if you pick which one the girl should probably gonna stay, it's probably gonna be the Blackstreet she gonna probably stay because he's acting kind of crazy on there, man. I go crazy, crazy.
stay forever. He said, "Stay forever."
Yeah, man. Like he might do you something if you leave. That's how I feel after listening to that song. Like
He kind of tapped into the little short Negro from Silk a little, you know.
yeah.
He kind of went too far. The other man was like, "Yeah, stay, but goddamn, man, you gotta force the girl. What are
Yeah.
you doing? What's that little old movie with the lady that Misery? He
Oh,
went misery.
misery. Yeah, he went kind of misery in that. So that's like Jodeci is kind of like stay and sleep
Yeah,
with me. And this one is like, yes, stay, or I might stab you.
that's the thing. He said stay forever, and then Jodeci said for a little while.
Yeah.
Just a little while, you know, you can go back and you girls to do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
know.
So
Yeah,
let us
so
know in
yeah.
the comments who you picking, man. Uh Now on to the topic, man. Just a little bit of football, I guess, with Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant interview. Were you able to watch the interview?
I didn't watch that whole 2 hours, man. I did not ride track, so I, I did not watch the two, but I did watch the little short clip,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
put that nigga on his place for sure. Because I like her though, you know. I was like, all right, you know, Cam, you little, yeah, you a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
selfish.
yeah,
You definitely selfish. Because
yeah,
you know, the kids might not tell you anything, but you know, yeah, I mean, they feel some type of way. He should
yeah.
know that.
So let
You
me
know,
give you a little background. I'll give you the audience a little background there. If you didn't see the video, pretty much Cam Newton had an interview with Dr. Bryant, like Jonathan said, it was about 2 hours long. And one of the top subjects in it was they were discussing what Cam had a question about was he a high functioning man? And we'll kind of jump into what high functioning and versus high value man. But he asked if he's high functioning. She pretty much told him the truth and said, "No, you're not high functioning." She went through, asked him how many kids he had, which he says he has 8 kids with 3 different baby moms. And she kind of broke it down from there and was like, no, you're not high functioning. You're creating broken homes, you're creating broken houses with them kids, and kids ain't getting the kind of time that they deserve from a father. And Cam disagreed with her. He said he was an excellent father because he's providing and doing everything and spending time with him when he wasn't doing other stuff or whatever. So it was a little bit of conflict there with that. So just a little background. Eb, that conversation, I know you didn't watch the whole interview, but you did see that clip from a woman's perspective there. What do you think about that?
I agree with the sister what she said, but I think like coming from a different perspective, like the pilot perspective, I don't know what his relationship with is with his children's mothers. if they co-parent well or whatever. But he said all of his kids are in the home with him. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, most households they got mother there, even if it's a single parent household. It's like it's mama, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works out, but I'm looking at it like from a poly situation. With a man having his kids, it's like it's more. It seems to be more stable because I know that now, you know, people look at relationships and raising kids like women are messing the kids up. So I mean, that's just. But I don't know. But I agree with what the sister said about the broken home situation.
Yeah, I see what you said. I agree with you somewhat. Um, I still think the homes are broken up, whether they with the dad, just the dad, or with the mom, because they need the mother's love too. I ain't gonna lie, like Jonathan, you can tell like we was just with my daddy, where would we be? Yeah. I think my mama went on a trip one time and he left us with him and what he fed us, man. We had he gave us like some watered down Sunny D burn stuff like I did, but probably our mom protected us from my dad with some of the stuff. Like as far as sometimes we go too far, I'll just put it that way. Sometimes we go too far.
Well, he probably has higher help to help you do certain things, you know. So I don't know. Maybe everything's going pretty good. Like I said, I don't know that situation.
Yeah, yeah. What you say, Jonathan? What you think?
Yeah, man, because I know, I couldn't get away with stuff. My mama, we would all uh pretty much talk smack to each other if we knew my mama got us out of school to get some shots or something, because we knew we wasn't gonna go possibly back to school, and we knew she was gonna get us some McDonald's or something. so
Yeah,
so it's different types of love you need. Uh, like Ebony was saying, I don't know how, if all the kids are in the house or what, but yeah, that's the main thing. And he doesn't need to disclose any of that. But nah, it'll always be broken because you know kids are. I mean, you can be in a two household family and a child still feel like they weren't loved,
hmm
like they didn't pay attention. Especially with 8 children, that's tough. For if he had them all by the same woman, I mean that's tough to attend to all of them, to satisfy all of them.
yeah.
Because it's hard. Like the middle kids, that they be having it tough, man. Sometimes get about the middle ones, like my middle one, I call them the. So it's tough already with two, but you would hope it'd be better with more individuals, but then it's always something, especially when you got multiple individuals,
Yeah,
because one mama might think, oh, you know hey,
yeah.
you
You're not
treat
treating my
their
baby the
children,
same. Yeah,
where his Jordans, or where his, why he got on a pay list, you
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just a hard situation. You really don't
yeah.
want that, but it goes back to like what he was saying. It made no sense to me how he was trying to put logic to it, but it was dumb as hell when he said I put marriage lower and what was
Then
it, the fear
divorce.
of getting divorced.
Yeah, the fear of getting
Nigga,
divorced. Yeah.
I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The smartest, dumbest thing I've ever heard, because I'm like, if when you get married, you're not really thinking about divorce. It's a possibility, but
Yeah, you're not getting married
you
to
know,
get
you
divorced.
yeah, you're doing things like that. She placed it well. You're doing proactive things that married couples or people, at least in relationships, are doing.
Yeah,
And you're adding life more lives to the situation. So you're complicating something that, because it seemed like he wanted a simple life, but you're making it way more complicated.
Yeah,
by having children.
Children with multiple women, and then still wanting more kids. He said he wanted. I forgot. He said he wanted a whole bunch more. Then with 3 more kids, and he didn't say how many baby mamas.
Yeah, it's just a weird. That was weird, man.
Yeah.
So that's they were saying. Some of his people were saying he's low function, and you can explain the high function and high value and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, we all know what high value men and high value women is. It's women and men that desire, and usually with the women, they desire men. Statistically, from what we've been hearing, women usually, and Ebony can help me because you are a woman, but a man that's tall, over 6 foot, a man that makes six digits, happy, he's traveling, plus he works hard, and no kids, and then he's got that peace too, man. He carry a good peace too. He's got to check all the values, and that makes him high value. I don't know how many of them men actually exist because it's hard to work hard and go on trips. But it's like, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna work. But and then a high value woman, men usually desire a woman that hadn't been with a lot of partners. Help me out.
The whole shtick is fit, feminine, and friendly.
Yeah, fit, feminine, and friendly. Yeah, the 3 L's: fit, feminine, and friendly. I think that's what men desire as high value women. And then high functioning is just a like a partner that just completes you. You know, he doesn't check all of those boxes, or she doesn't check all of those boxes, but you come home to peace. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's like you're gonna come home to peace. They're gonna be there for you emotionally to keep you stable. They might not hit all the financial needs, and they might not be able to take the trips and all of that stuff, but emotionally, they're gonna be there for you to keep you grounded and to help you out throughout that. It's like the kind of person everybody should desire, that women should be going after, instead of the high value man. I think one of the points that Dr. Bryant made on there is like high value men don't last. The high value man is going to be the one that most likely cheat on you. You know what I mean? he gonna move that thing around and show that thing. Yeah, or he gonna beat you up. Yeah. High value doesn't mean they don't beat you up. Like they might beat you up more than likely or whatever. You know, like look at Ray Rice. He was making a lot of money, but he was beating them up. You know, same thing. Puff Daddy dragging them down the elevator, you know what I mean? They high value, but they low functioning.
So do you think
I don't think Puffy was high.
What'd you say, Em?
Do you think that's a balance of high value man versus what a high value woman would just fit, feminine, and friendly? Like they want the woman to be submissive and all these other things. Like, what would make that balance?
What would make that balance?
I don't think that's balance.
No, I don't think it. I don't think that's balanced. You know, with a high value man and a high value woman.
Yeah, what exactly is a high value woman?
What exactly? Like specifically?
Yeah, what is it? What do you think a high value woman is?
Well, I mean, from their definition, the single people, they want a woman, like you say, fit. They want a woman in shape. They don't want a woman who's extra angry with them. The anger that's going to bring them their peace or whatever. What do you say? Fit, friendly, and feminine. Yeah, like that's the thing too. High value. There's not a lot of men. I mean, if you really think about high value couples, if we look at high value couples, like how many high value couples can you name? Beyonce and Jay-Z, which Beyonce is, I mean, from the woman's logic, he shouldn't be dating Jay-Z because he make less money than her, right?
So would it put her in her masculine energy because she makes more money?
Well, I don't know the relationship there. It seems sometimes she might be in a back. But I mean, just being honest, think about it. How many high value other than that's the only one I can really think of. People might say the Obamas, but
Sierra and Russell.
who?
Sierra and Russell.
Sierra and Russell. He may,
Mm,
yeah, that's kind of. I
yeah,
guess they would be considered, but Russell's a unicorn now. He's high value, but he's high functioning too, because you know what I mean. He's giving her a piece, and he fills in all of those circles to keep her grounded and everything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He a little bit different.
And he taking
Uh,
care of his son.
yeah, and he taking care of future son. Yeah. Oh, speaking of man, we've got the RIP man.
Yeah,
Rich
yeah.
homie
Rich
Quan, man.
Quan,
Yeah, hit the
Quan.
Quan, hit the Quan. Nah. But I don't think a lot of women be talking about they want value men, but like a lot of men aren't really searching for like high value women, but they also not searching for like a lot of the women that's looking for high value men, in my opinion, the men don't want them women.
Well, the women don't. Their
Well,
definition of a high value woman would be: I have a career, I have a degree, I make X amount of
yeah,
money. Like they're kind of making themselves on equal
yeah,
platform with what a high value man
mhm,
is. And men don't necessarily
yeah,
value those things. Like they want a woman that's able to carry herself in a public place and go to galas or whatever it is, but that doesn't necessarily equal high value woman to a man.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what
I was
I was
just
gonna
about to say
say. The
that.
perspectives. Nah, I said that's what I was gonna say. The perspectives are different. The woman want high value in their eyesight is exactly what everybody's saying. Educated, making six figures, CEOs or top Forbes, business and things of that nature, entrepreneurs, mentors and things of that nature. And then the guy wants more of uh uh a woman from back in the day, that
Yeah,
take care of the house, take care of the children,
yeah,
cook, clean, more basic to their asset, but it's different. It's 2024, you know. So it
yeah,
just I don't know. It just depends on that guy's flavor, what he want, and
yeah.
what the woman wants.
And honestly, like I don't know. I'll be listening to some of these relationship things and some of this stuff, and it just be weird because like, well, you married, you've been married for a while. I've been married for a while. It's like being married. You see it like, bruh, none of that stuff matter if I'm dating somebody. He got to go to the gym. Like that does not matter because once you get pregnant, y'all start having kids. That gym stuff go out the window. Ain't nobody going. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna do that like for 20 years. You're not gonna be worried about. Oh, he need to be able to work out with me and go to the gym with me and all that. Like some of that stuff be like, brother,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Like that
Yep.
stuff.
Trade in those high heels for some flip flops and your Birkin bags is the diaper bag.
Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
like,
No,
bro.
no. If that's their career, if they're both fitness trainers or in the fitness industry, yeah, that
Yeah.
will happen. But nah, that ain't necessarily gonna happen. Like you were saying, Sierra and Russell, they're both in the industry where appearance sells, So
Hmm.
and they gotta
Yeah.
maintain their body. Yeah, most couples, I mean, they kind of slack off and kind of get back on track once the kids start getting out.
Yeah. And
Get back to their life.
even with that, you got to know what you're signing up for. Because people saying we want these high value and stuff, and these people make money. Like the people, especially these days, like if you're making the money, that he ain't gonna be able to lay down in the bed with you every day. She ain't gonna be able to lay down in the bed with you because they're gonna have meetings. They're gonna have to do a lot of traveling away from you and all that extra work. Just like Sierra and Russell. Like, hey, she go on concert. Russell ain't going to all of them dates. She ain't going to all of his games.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff
yeah,
that you thinking, hey, if I get this high value man, life would be great. Or if I get this high value woman, life would be great and easy. Like, no, like some of this stuff you think you praying for and wanting is once you start dealing with the stuff that comes with it, it's not easy.
I have a problem with
yeah.
people
Because
who want
I got. Oh,
people
what
who
you say?
want relationships with high value people and they're not high value people. It's
Mm,
like everybody for the most part, it's just regular average people looking to find love. But they're like, hey, you need to be XYZ. But you're living in a studio apartment with roaches everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So your expectations and what you're putting out there is just two different things.
Yeah.
You didn't come from money. You didn't come from that type of lifestyle. But this is what you want now after you've had this whole camp. What's his name? You had this
Cam
whole
Newton.
situation like this guy.
Yeah.
Now you've learned your lesson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you're not high you because you dress a certain way, guys. You know, just because you got designer clothes don't mean you're high value. Because you might have those designer clothes, but you ain't got nothing in the bank account. So
yeah,
that's not high value, guys. Or you dress differently, or your speech. You know, it might be a little different than the hood boys, but then you get in the boardroom and everything going over your head. You're looking real stupid. So you know, don't think because you high value because and yes, you know, you can do the white voice real good or something.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, one thing men do good is, especially when they're dating and trying to impress women, we know how to fake it to make it there. So
Man, I was just watching this kid. I was just watching this kid just because it went to the next video off of what we're gonna talk about next. And he was in Japan, you know, he wanted to be the black, you know, he called himself LeBron James. I'm gonna risk it all and go out here for these women.
You talking about the dude that caught the STDs?
Yeah, the little kid.
Yeah. I forgot. I don't think I showed him the videos. Ebony, they had in the audience, man. It's a 19-year-old on TikTok, and I guess he giving up on black women, and he's going like, you know, Japan was wanting black men. So he went out there looking for Japanese women, and he's got like a crazy story where he met some chick at the club. He ended up catching like 3 STDs. And then the girl was like, after one day, she was like, I'm pregnant. 5
pregnancy sticks. It was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. It's a crazy story. He's like 19 years old too, so it's just, I don't know, it's mad crazy.
It's hilarious. It reminded me of like Road Rules, and what was that other show that they used to play on TV? He's like, day one, I knocked one down. You know, I'm not playing, but I wake up, I feel a little funny, but I gotta keep pressing up. You know, he's like what are we talking about? Dude, go get checked out. Like, it took him to day 5 or 6 to finally get checked out.
To get a chance to go to a doctor. He's like, my stuff ain't feeling right, but I'm gonna keep on moving on trying to find that one. Like, bro, what are you doing? But kind of get into it because I wanted to jump into too, because there's also a young lady on the interweb who I guess she took a lot of slack that this dude reacted to a video, and they came after him too. There's a lady who had 10 babies from 10 different men, and she's looking for a high value men. I got a couple questions there. What'd you say?
That's cap. She's too young to have 10 kids. It's all cap.
I don't know if you heard.
She's just trying to get.
She say she ain't no H word, man. She ain't no garden tool, bro. But she say she only had sex 10 times, and all 10 times she got
one night stand. She did one night stands.
Dude, and she got pregnant from all 10 of them. Like, she's Steph Curry in there, man. She don't mix.
I don't even know that people that have one night stands like that. Is that what she said? Is one night stands?
Yeah, 10 one night stands, and she got pregnant in them 10. All 10 times she had sex, she got pregnant.
Amazing.
All C-sections.
Wow.
So she say she's still right downstairs. She say she's still good.
And when she said that, I really didn't believe her. I mean, you can't have 2 biggie bags from Wendy's, one. But when you said you had 10 C-sections, okay, that's gonna end up with scar tissue.
Yeah,
After a couple, they're not gonna want you to have babies anymore.
yeah.
So I just feel like that's cap. We had C-sections every time.
Guys already say that women be lying about their body count. So I don't know how you do the math on that one.
Yeah, she still look young, so that's why I'm like 10. Like you would have had one night stands when you were 16, like 15. Like I don't know, man. I
Good
believe
long
it's
while. She only had 10 partners, 10 babies.
yeah, that's
How you
cap.
do the math on
But
that?
I mean,
Multiply times 10.
Hey, come on.
but why? But
What'd you say?
why did they get mad at the guy? I said, why did they get mad at the guy for his response? Like, did you tell him what the response was, man?
I think the dude pretty much was like, bro, the response is pretty much the same response I think you get from any man. Like, hey, ain't no man looking for you. If you got 10 kids and 10 baby daddies, ain't nobody trying to see what that's about. Like, ain't nobody trying to marry you. And like, he said pretty much the same thing. I agree with him on this. Like, it's unfair to ask a man to take care of you and your 10 kids. That's just too much. And
yeah,
comments, they went after him in the comments saying she's a woman and she's a strong black woman and there's somebody for everyone and all of that.
She would definitely be the exception to the rule because that is a lot. Like that's a lot of resources. But that's 11 people. You going from one person to 11 people. Including if he has kids already.
football.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah. You got to buy a whole nother house.
You have to add 10 more because of the baby daddy. So that's 21 people. Like, God, Dad, she got a whole army of people that comes along with her.
Hey, the baby daddy's outnumber you, man. You're going to get jumped by 10.
Okay, chill it out.
I would just be scared of it. So go ahead.
I said that's a whole offense on the football team, man. You the head coach. You got to run a whole offense on. Yeah, she wanted too much.
Yeah,
she wanted to.
Hey, I'll be just scared of it just because. I'll be scared to fool with her because she's too doggone fertile. Like I'll be scared to just like you said, 10 men, you got 10 kids, and then the first time y'all had sex, you had a baby. Like I'm not even touching you. I don't want to be number 11.
Because you're literally the chick off of Don't Be a Menace while drinking gin and juice in the hood.
I don't know if you saw this video. They had a lady. I don't know how many baby daddies it was, but it was like a little short skit. And she said her kids were hungry. So it's like 6 of the baby daddies hopped in the truck to bring each of their kids a little Happy Meal or something. And so it's like baby daddies unite. So each of them hop out, give their kid a meal and leave. It's like, where my food at?
Yo.
But I did want to use contrast. Oh, go ahead. I wanted to use contrast on that though, because pretty much we could say men ain't dating a woman with 10 kids. Like she's definitely not gonna get a high value man. Now she's gonna get some men that's interested in men still gonna want to have sex with her, but they ain't nobody trying to marry. If you got 10 kids, 10 dead baby dead, you got a 10 for 10, ain't gonna marry them. But if it's 10 for one, well, 10 kids is a lot. So I lowered the number. Like, is men trying to talk to women with kids? And then in contrast, we just talked about Cam Newton, 8 kids, 3 baby mamas. Are women still looking for him? Are women still looking for men with multiple baby mamas? But women.
And only reason would be the money
So,
is making him attractive. So if he didn't have no money, no.
yeah.
So Joe Blow off the street, he's got 4 baby. He's running a 4 for 4, 4 baby mamas, 4 babies. Women still ain't, and he got, women still ain't looking for.
No, they
Nah.
with him, but they not trying to take him seriously.
What you think, Jake?
Yeah, nah. Nah, it didn't happen unless you're an entertainer. I see it all the time with entertainers, and athletes. That's the only reason. Lawyers, doctors, things of that nature. But I know the spinoff was the guy that he had said he didn't think his soulmate was a woman with 3+ children. That's what the guy was saying. He said 1, I can, possibly do something with that. 2 is pushing it, but 3 I cannot do. Because especially if it's 3 different baby daddies, I can't tolerate it. So that's the guy that was getting a lot of things. And he didn't even mention black, white, but it was a lot of the black women community coming for him. I think only because he was black.
Yeah. I would even bust that down into like ages, man. Because if I'm in my 20s, 1 kid is like, oh shoot, she got 1 kid. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know, he got a kid, But if I'm in my 30s and I'm 40s and she got 2, 3 kids, I might be like, oh, okay, yeah. Because most people, women, 30s, 40s probably got 2 or 3. Yeah, you're older and stuff. So it's a little bit like if I'm in the 20s and she telling me she got 3 for 3 or you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it's not. I'm not looking to marry her. 1 kid is too much. Yeah, like in your 20s.
Yeah,
what you think?
And that's what it was. He was a younger guy, and like you said, even if they're in their 30s, depending on how late in the 30s, they kids could be dating coming out the door. They could be graduating or out the house.
Yeah.
So I think that's what
men,
I
think for men dating with kids is like I said, it's by age group, like depending on what decade you're in, how many kids you got. And then I won't be lied, the older men ain't gonna want you with young kids. You know what I mean? You get men in the upper 40s, 50s, and you talking about you got a 9-year-old at home or an 8, 7-year-old, a man gonna be looking at you like, nah, I ain't about to start over. All my kids grown. You know what I mean? like I ain't trying to raise no kids.
Right.
I done did that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think men dating with kids are looking at, it depends on what age group they're in and the situation it is. And there's men that will date you. I don't know if they will marry you. I'm just saying that women, you're just less desirable depending on how many kids you is, how old you are, and then how old your kids are is going to kind of show. I hate to use it because it always sounds like we talking like everybody's pieces of whatever material, whatever, but your value is going to lower your value depending on which age thing. What you think, Eb?
I agree. I don't know age, and I still think there's more leeway for the men to get away with the kids,
Yeah.
High body counts and all that type of
stuff. How are women, like coming from y'all perspective, how are y'all looking at men dating men with kids? How was like, what's y'all mindset?
It's situational, but I think for the most part, women accept men with kids. But unless she is a woman who is career driven and she don't have any kids, she's not looking for a man with kids. Mm-hmm. So, she 42 and she's like, okay, I don't have any kids. I'm ready to have a baby right now. Let's have kids, So, yeah. But for the most part, I think it's situational.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think, could it be? I mean, could it be because, like for men, I'm dating a woman and she got kids. I know the kids gonna be at the house. I know it's gonna be hard to date, and we got to work around that schedule. But for women, more than likely, if you're dating a man with kids, more than likely the kids ain't at the house unless you can't.
Come on now.
All right, I don't know quite what's going on here. There you go. All right, got you back on.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It kicked me out.
Yeah, I don't know. It kicked me out too, man. I think Cam Newton came for us, man. Yeah, go ahead, Taylor. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with it. But shoot, Ebony, what were you just saying? You're talking about the men. We were talking about I was talking about women not dating the men because the kids aren't at home. Whereas women, if we're dating a woman with kids, we know when we go out, all the kids are gonna be at the house. Yeah. And do you think that's why women are more accepting of being with kids? And you were saying, all right. Can you hear her, Jonathan?
I'm gonna come out and come back in.
Time is off.
Yeah, let me come back in.
All right. Hey, we have, I don't know, man, little sister we using a little bit of trouble today, but topic, man, we're talking about women and men dating others with kids. We want to hear what you got to say. Go ahead, drop a comment in the box. Let us know what you're thinking about the subject is. Are men looking for women with kids? And then what are your limitations? You know what I mean? Are you okay with a woman with one kid? Are you okay with multiple kids? Are you okay with multiple kids, multiple women? You know, let us know in the comments what you feel about this.
All right, there we go.
All right, cool. Yeah. Let's go. It threw my whole mindset off there. One thing I wanted to ask, like you're dating with kids. Is there difference between, now I won't go as far as a 10, but let's say a lady with 4 kids and 4 baby daddies versus a lady with 4 kids and 1 baby daddy? Like, which one would men, or same thing, women, which one is more desirable for those who are dating?
Who you asking, Ebony or me?
I'll start with you.
Oh hell, they both dangerous. Hell, you got one guy, got 4 children with her, and you don't know what mindset or how they left it. Then you got one with 4 different attitudes that you don't know. You don't know if the 2 out of the 4 might be, you don't know what they own. They could be some little young thugs, pistol falcon, about to shoot your house up because you talking to their baby mama. So for one aspect, one time to be go loony because you around all 4 of his children, and the other you got 4 different personalities. So I don't know. I don't trust either one of them.
Yeah. You crazy. You say both of them dangerous. Yeah, what you think about that? Is there a difference between
the only
man?
The only way the 4 with 1 is if he's deceased. Then you okay.
Yeah.
But you gotta deal with children that they daddy deceased.
Yeah. So, yeah, what you think about that there? A man, which one is more desirable? A man with multiple baby mamas, and let's say he got 4 kids, 4 baby mamas, or a man with 4 kids, 1 baby mama. Which one would you, I guess?
I hope that both of those situations, the person would just pick that the other person just has 1 child's parent, like you don't have multiple other people to deal with. Even, it's a lot just taking on one other person with their other little extra people that come along with them. So I would say just 1 would be favorable over picking the 4 for 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
I think like you, I agree with you. Who trying to be funny?
Yeah, okay.
Nah. Oh. No, you stupid. I wasn't even thinking about that. Nah, I think for me, I think the woman in our age group, in the upper 40s, upper 30s, and 50s. Like if you it's so hard to find a woman who doesn't have multiple babies with multiple men. Like it's hard to say. And the same thing for men. It's hard to find men that multiple not this group. I would say for me, if I was dating and if you told me you were a man with multiple children, with multiple men, that's a red flag for me. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of kids, like, they ain't got a whole bunch of kids. But if you nice or whatever, and we doing, we vibing and everything good, kind of overlook kids, like, we'll figure something out. But as soon as you have kids and multiple baby daddies, I'm looking at you. I think men naturally going to look at a woman a little bit different. Like, oh, man, she might be a garden too. You know what I mean? We might look at you that way, even though it might not be that way. So for me, I think anybody, should be the less baby daddies, less baby mamas you got. I think it kind of raises your value up. So it is what it is. And like we lost Jonathan today. We just have so many problems today, man. Oh, there you go. You came back. I thought we lost. I was about to close the show out.
Yeah.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just put the Wi-Fi on.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get ready to wrap the show. Like I said, go ahead and get our comments in. I didn't see if we had any, but go ahead and comments. Tell us what you think about it. Real quick before we end the show, man, like I say, football season started. We did start our football picks. I got them locked in. We won't talk about it much today, but there's a couple big games coming on that we want to just quickly run through, see what you pick. We already talked about Baltimore, Kansas City. You pick Baltimore. I'm running with Baltimore on that too. Another big game this week. We got Green Bay versus Philadelphia. Who you got on that one?
Philly.
Yeah. I'm rolling with Philly too. I want everything in my spirit says I hope Green Bay pick it off, but I don't know. I'm going with Philly. San Francisco playing the Jets in San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers making his return to football, and he's old. I can't even remember his age there. Who you got in that one?
I got the 49ers.
49ers. I'm rolling with the Jets, man. Rodgers return, man. I think he's going to go big, man. He's got that Garrett Wilson, too. Then Texas, man. Texas, I got my jersey on, man. We looking good. We're looking good this week. What'd you say?
Like he got the Garrett Wilson. It sounds like a disease.
Nah, he's the man, man. If you ain't got him on your fantasy team, you gotta pick him up. Man. He's a beast. We got
Welcome.
All right, that's why I'm rolling with you, man. I think it's going to be a good little upset. I don't know if they got us. All right, I lost you there. Oh, well, it's been a rough show here. We want to thank Ebony. Thank you, Eb, for and sharing the woman's perspective again. Appreciate you. Thank y'all all for watching. Even with all of it, when you go live, man, this kind of stuff that happens there. But we appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see y'all here next time on the 3200.
Peace.
3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 3200, let's go.